We're live. Are you sure it's live?
We're live on Facebook.
We're live. Hello, Facebook. I'm going to give you a preview of what I hope Apple puts in the new MacBook Pro. But, of course, if you don't want to wait for Apple to do it, you can get it today. MSI GS63VR. This is a 5-pound, 15-inch laptop with quad-core Skylake and, amazingly, Nvidia's new GeForce GTX 1060 inside a laptop.
Full 1060.
Full 1060, no mobile, none of that stuff. Same size as a MacBook Pro. This, of course, is not the Broadwell MacBook Pro, but it is the Haswell, which is 1 year older. It has inside of it quad-core Haswell Iris Pro, so you get the great big EDRAM cache. No GPU. I'm going to put these against each other, and I know you're going to cry. You can go, how come you're not using a MacBook Pro with the ATI part and AMD part? They have one with a discrete part. It ain't got it. You know why? This baby here, $2,100 with the GTX 1060 quad-core 4K panel. Modern day MacBook Pro 15, $2,000. All it gets you is integrated graphics, and the SSD is half the size, 256 gigs versus 512 gigs and a hard drive in this. $2,100, $2,000. But what you want to know is how it's going to do. We're going to use Tomb Raider, which I've loaded on OS 10 and Windows 10. The settings are the same. We're going to be running it at 1680 by 1050. Here, I'm going to show you advanced. We're going to go to advanced. Now, the MacBook does not have TressFX, so I'm leaving it off on the MSI. Also, no tessellation option because there probably is no tessellation. So we're not going to do that. So we're going to run this now.
I know you already know the numbers, but what do you guess? I want Facebook.
Yeah, what
to,
do we know? What do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, what kind of frame rate? So I think you should mention too. This is a 4K panel.
4K panel
on the MSI.
On the MSI. I'm not running at 4K, although you can run some games at 4K with the 1060 part. But $2,000 MacBook Pro, albeit one generation older, versus a brand new MSI. What's it going to be?
What's it going to be?
Benchmark. Ready, set, go.
Right.
If you just tuned in, on the right, you are seeing one generation back MacBook Pro 15, $2,000, 256 gig SSD, Haswell Crystalwell CPU. That's Iris Pro integrated graphics, $2,000. Oh, that's very nice. Just so you can get that nice font. On the left, MSI's GS63VR, quad-core Skylake, GeForce GTX 1060, 512 gig SSD, 1 terabyte hard drive, 4K panel, $2,100. What's the better deal? But let's see what we get. We're still going. We're still going. I'm going to guess this is going to be faster. I don't know about you.
Francisco says, are you guys insane? There are other ways to put to shame Apple and all its products. You're putting together a behemoth gaming laptop versus a fancy Mac. You are insane people.
This is 4 pounds, my friend. This is a 4-pound laptop.
And it's close to the same price.
It's $100 more than this one. This is about 4 pounds almost. It's a little lighter.
All right,
we're done.
So, what do we got
the
here?
MSI GS63VR on the PC, we are seeing 181 frames a second in Tomb Raider at 16 by 10. And on the MacBook Pro, one generation back with integrated graphics, 27 frames a second.
That's nice.
$2,000.
You know,
$2,100.
Tyler Russell says it doesn't have a 1060 in it. It has the 1060 mobile.
There is no 1060 mobile, my friend. They're all the same. There's no more M from Nvidia. 1060, 1070, 1080. Nvidia is no longer using the M. They're saying the same part. Clocks vary a little bit. In fact, I think the 1060 they even put more CUDA cores, so it could even be faster than a 1060. I don't know the exact CUDA count, but they are saying that Nvidia considers them the equal, 1-to-1, desktop versus mobile part.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy again. So here we go. MSI GS63VR, 183 frames a second, 181. MacBook Pro 15, Crystalwell graphics, 27.23. $2,000, $2,100. But here's the bonus. I'm going to take this laptop. Look at this.
Yeah, you can.
Right? Is it really? Would you call that a monster gaming laptop?
I would
That does not
call
look
that
like a monster gaming laptop.
It's got the performance of a monster gaming laptop.
It does, in fact, have the performance of a monster gaming laptop. So the bonus we're going to do, you know this MacBook Pro is going to suck for gaming, right? We don't care. How is this going to do against the last generation of big monster gaming laptops? So on the left...
We got a question real quick.